Hi, I'm Dan Wright, President of ModWright Instruments. I'm here to talk to you today about the LS300 dual mono fully balanced tube preamplifier. The LS300 is in our reference line of products, including the KWA-150 SE reference power amp and the PH-150 tube phono stage. The LS300, as I mentioned, is a dual mono preamp. It is vacuum tube, of course. It is tube rectified. By dual mono, I mean that it is literally two circuits in one box. It is like two preamplifiers in one enclosure. The outboard power supply has two separate transformers. And inside the preamp itself, we have two tube rectifiers, one per channel, one per power supply, and two driver tubes, one per channel. Being balanced, it has both balanced and RCA inputs and outputs. It has a total of 5 inputs, 2 balanced, 3 unbalanced, one of which also doubles as a home theater bypass. The outputs, we have 2 RCA main outputs and 2 pairs of XLR fully balanced outputs. We'll move on next to the controls, and I'll speak to you a bit more about that, as well as the internal workings of the LS300. All right, moving on to the controls and the operational aspect of the LS300 balanced tube phono stage. Pretty simple controls. Power button in front, mute, phase. Again, we can invert absolute phase into and out of phase because it is a balanced design. Home theater bypass, off and on. Input select, and volume. This unit does have a remote control for volume and mute also. Next, I would like to take you inside the unit and show you what makes this preamp special. All right, let's move on to the internals of the LS300 balanced tube line stage. As I mentioned previously, this is a dual mono design, meaning that it is essentially 2 preamps in one enclosure. We have separate power supplies, separate voltage regulation chokes per channel, separate rectifier rectifier tubes, left and right channel. The driver stage is here, one PCB, but 2 fully discrete and separate left and right gain stages. Like our PH-150 and PH-9.0X phono stages, it does use Lundahl input and output coupling transformers. Different models, but the same general purpose and design. It allows for fully balanced inputs and outputs and fully balanced operation. As I mentioned earlier, this unit has fully balanced and single-ended inputs and outputs. Here we have the 2 pairs of balanced inputs, the 3 sets of single-ended inputs, including home theater bypass. We have our 2 pairs of single-ended outputs, our 2 pairs of balanced outputs. We have a ground toggle here for purely single-ended operation or fully balanced operation. Also, in keeping with the dual mono design, we actually have 2 9-pin umbilicals that go to the outboard power supply with 2 separate transformers. Thank you for watching. This is the LS300 ModWright Balanced Dual Mono Tube Line Stage. Please check us out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also at www.modwright.com. Thank you.